Hello friends and welcome back to another instructional video. Today we are going to prepare your video for the PPAT Task 4 submission. As you can see on my screen, I am already in Adobe Rush Premiere. When you first open it, it might say welcome, like mine used to say welcome Ryan. Um, Otherwise, it opens to your home page with all of your projects. I'm going to go ahead and create a new project. And already we can see that I've practiced this a little bit. So you notice my video came up right away. But I'm gonna click out of this project setup. Get out of there for right now. First thing I would like to do is I'd like to give this a name. So I'm going to say this is PPAT Task 4 video. Okay. It's up to you or not if you want to sync this with the Creative Cloud. I'm not going to sync it with my Creative Cloud. Then I need to find where my media is that we will use for this. If you haven't watched my previous video on downloading, I go into a little more detail there, so you should check that video out if you're not sure where your video is. But in that video, I created a folder in my pictures or my photos folder, and I called it PPAT video. So if I double click on that, and then you'll notice here comes my video. Now this is not going to be a classroom video. For me, it's just some video of a tree in a backyard. So I'm going to click on that and select that. And that's the one and only clip that I'm selecting. Now you may have more than one clip. For this video, you cannot use it. We're just going to, right now, you would only be able to select one. In the next video, I will show how you could use 3 separate clips. But like I said, watch the next video. So I should just have one video. I'm going to go ahead and create my project. And what that's going to do, it's going to place the entire video in what's called my timeline down here at the bottom. Now, some important information on the timeline, it gives us these time markers. So this is the 5-minute mark at approximately right here, 10 minutes, and 15 minutes. So as you can see, my video is over 25 minutes. So in this video, we're just going to create one 15-minute clip. So that means that I need to adjust the sliders on the left and right side of my video till I have a total video that's only 15 minutes long. And I'm going to select for the best part. My video is all the same, so you're going to want to see what works best for you to write about in your Task 4 submission. Since mine is all the same, I can just kind of fake it. So right now it's telling me that I have about 20 minutes and 51 seconds. You can see it goes past that 20 minute mark. If I drag this over, I can go to that 15-minute mark, and it's showing me my total duration right here, sequence duration. And I want that sequence duration to be exactly 15 minutes. So I'm just going to keep moving this a little bit back and forth till I get that just right. I can zoom this in a little bit to give me a little more precision. So if I drag that scroll bar, click and drag that in, it gives me a little more. Now you can see I have 15, 30. So now if I make a movement here, it will be a smaller one. And the number that comes up over here, that can be a little deceiving because that's showing you where you are in the clip. So it's not accounting for that we've taken the first 3 minutes off this one. So I'm getting close. 15.12. A little too far. Maybe if I drag this marker. So close. Too much. Let's put this one in. If I put this slider, hopefully it will click. If I can get this close, it should click to it. And I'm going to zoom my bar in a little bit. So I'm going to click and drag this to the right. Give me even further precision. Let's see. If I drag this, oh, I'm very close now. Okay, 15.01. Not sure if ETS will ding us on that, so let's see if we can get that. Okay, we're at 1449. Let's see if we zoom in even more. We'll get that. Let's see if we can get even more precision here. There we go. Just had to be zoomed in all the way. So now if I get to that 15 mark on the timeline right there, you can see, there we go. Now it's exactly 15, 1500.00. So my total clip is 15 minutes, and it's one continuous clip of your teaching. Now, at this point, we can zoom back out so that it's not so big. If I click and drag this out, you can see our entire 15 minutes. I do recommend that you watch your video. Make sure it looks okay, and you are featuring the instructional moments that you want to talk about in your text box. Once I have my 15-minute clip selected, I'm going to click on this share button, and we want to give this a name, and we want to tell it where to put it. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click on that folder, and then I'm going to go to my pictures. You might go to your photos, and I'm going to click PPAT video. I'm going to select that folder. So this is the same folder that I had the original file. Now I want to give this a different name so I can distinguish this as the edited version. So I might say PPAT edited. And you'll notice that it's telling us our file size. Now, ETS gives us a rule that the video cannot be over 500 megabytes. So we are more than 4 times too big right now. So I'm going to come over here to Advanced Settings, and I'm going to change the resolution to 720p. That's going to give us less pixels. And you'll notice that it did reduce our file size, but we're still not in the right range. So I'm going to change this. Let's see if medium quality. Still not. I'm going to go with the low quality. Now, as you can see, I have a 328 megabyte video file. And that's an estimate, so let's see how we turn out. I'm going to click Export. Depending on the speed of the computer that you're working on, this could take a different amount of time. It looks like on my university laptop, it's going to take about 8 minutes. And I will speed up the video so you don't have to see this all. But we'll continue recording. Okay, so that took about 8 minutes on a fairly decent university laptop. So it may take longer or shorter depending on the machine that you're working on. I like to click this button right here that says View in Finder, and that will open up where that file is. And remember, we told it to go into the pictures and PPAT video folder. So now I quickly can see, I can see that this is the right file size. It's less than 500 megabytes. And you can see the original was 3.26 gigabytes. So we're at about 1/10 of the size that we were at. I would definitely encourage you to double click that file, make sure it plays okay, make sure it has the key instructional moments that you're going to be writing about in your text box for task 4. But at this point, you are ready to upload your video to the ETS website. Please consult the directions that are linked in the document that we provided with this video. Thanks for learning with me, and I'll see you next time.